Don't say the Star Wars thing you said.
I didn't intend to.
But you're saying.
Yeah. So
no, because what you're saying, what you're saying now on air is not real, like it's fake.
In order not to keep viewers in abeyance and keep wondering what the Star Wars reference was all about, let's keep it mute. Beautiful
But you're
dress.
looking nice. I love your outfit.
Thank you.
And you started yesterday.
I'll take yours because you said it. You said it even before now. He said something else and said something.
I love it. Can we get closer to see the style?
Good morning, y'all. Can you just keep it? Let's do the newspapers.
Yeah, we've seen it. The style, love it. Charlie, can you turn a little so they'll get to know? She said she designed it.
Why they period them?
This is Julie, my seamstress. She's my new designer. She's a Fafaha.
Oh, yeah. But I thought you said
her name is Julie.
But I thought you said somebody else.
you have to give directions, and then she got the cuts right and everything. And
so this was your creation.
Exactly.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure it's 100% because I kind of saw it somewhere and I said I wanted it.
It's lovely.
I had to say what I wanted, and
it's
lovely. So pay for it then.
It makes you look.
But you are wearing it already. Why should we
pay for it?
I
said don't say something is nice when you're not paying for it.
It will cost you.
Yes. So please, before you open your mouth, make sure you've got your checkbook or something like that.
So
you're ready to give me your pin code.
Then it means you don't want fans.
Hey, no. Do you say
the system is hard.
No, I don't want fans. I want cash. Yeah.
Anyway, we've got the papers, right?
Yeah, we do. I'll do 3 papers: the Ghanaian Times, the Finder, and the Today.
Okay. Roland?
Go Straight, Statesman, the New Publisher, and then the Ghanaian Publisher.
Okay. I have the Daily Dispatch, the Daily Graphic, and the Daily Guide. Shall I start?
Yes, do.
Yeah? All right. Okay. Dispatch first. And this morning, analysis of population in Eastern Region is their lead article. Akans make up 51%, apparently. Evers are 19%, and the Gadangmes are 18%. This is according to the 2010 population census. That's 10 years ago, almost.
Okay.
Also, a full speech of Akufo-Addo on his fight against corruption is on page 9 of the Daily Dispatch. Parliament to decide on regulation of churches. Details of that on the back page. But story that excited me is on page 11. Meet Ghana's first female brigadier general.
Yeah, we've been talking about the American brigadier that I think, yes, has been trending.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Ghana's first female brigadier general is Constance Ama Emefa Ejieni Afenu.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. She talks a bit
Currently
about...
7?
Sorry?
She's still 7?
Yes,
okay.
She is. And she talks a bit about the life of a woman in the military. She says, we enjoy 3 months maternity leave as enshrined in the labor law. As women in the military also, our hair is always above the collar. We don't paint our nails either. We don't wear lipstick as women in the military. If you wish to wear one, it should be nude. And then she says she's happily married. She has 3 kids. And she gave birth early. And so before she could get promoted or rise higher in the military, her children were a bit older.
Okay.
Her husband and family were around to help with the kids, and so she could focus on her career. But a very inspiring story there, and a fascinating lady. If you want to learn more about her, a copy of the Daily Dispatch is what you need this morning. Daily Graphic next, and EC to reduce voting time. It'll allow early collation of results. There's got a picture of Mrs. Jean Mensah, who's the chairperson of the EC. That's on the front page. And of course, Mrs. Jean Mensah is saying this as part of plans in preparation for next year's national election. And she says that they have monthly IPAC meetings to stay in touch with political parties to dialogue on matters concerning elections. But this is a plan. They want to reduce voting time. So they'll close the ballots at 4 p.m. instead of 5 p.m.
So you see, at 4 p.m., if you have 50 people in the queue, you can close, but you can't sack them.
Of course.
They all must vote.
They must all vote, yeah. So, and it's the same as what happens at 5 p.m. So the idea is that they want to bring this forward, 4 p.m., because there are times at every polling station when there's just nobody.
So they should start, why don't we start the voting at 6 a.m.?
That's an idea.
Because, you know, we start at 7. So if we start early, then we can be, because in some places voting will end, in other places we know that long queues form.
The thing is, they have realized that at every polling station there is a time when there's nobody there. Nobody is voting. So that means people pick and choose their times. So if you reduce the time,
of the polling stations, have lots of the polling stations, so that you don't have like a long list of people
on the register
at a particular polling station,
which is fair enough. But I also think that the thing is that people are picking their times. People are picking the time to come and vote. And
I like to go like in the afternoon.
You see, so everybody has their preference, and that is what in some cases creates queues at the end of the day. So it's not even about what time you close. It's about managing whatever duration of voting is allocated, and encouraging people to come out and vote at times when the polling stations
I know
are
that
quiet.
people, for instance, like to do it very early, because some people would say, I have work to do. Some people are also eager. I mean, once they know we're voting today, they just want to get into the queue. That's why people join the queue even before the polls will open. So if we can do it either earlier and have a lot of the polling stations, I guess we can achieve this.
I think voting days should be holidays. That's my thinking. But I know the security services don't agree. They feel like people must disperse after voting. And if it's a holiday, chances of them gathering,
they won't have anything to do. And then so they won't have any choice.
So there are different views on it. I personally wish it would be a holiday. I mean, we have holidays for all kinds of things in this country.
The day even feels like a holiday, doesn't it?
Indeed, it does.
Voting days feel like
things that are past and gone, past glory, we celebrate them with holidays where people don't go to work because of things that no longer apply to our lives. You know, we have all kinds of days for founders and, you know, originators of all kinds of things. And yet, on a day when we actually need the time to conduct a national exercise, it's not a holiday. That's my thinking, but I know there are other views. Okay, Daily Graphic next. And EC to reduce, said that already. Finance Ministry to release 50 million Ghana cedis for teachers transfer grant. Speaker defends Ghana beyond aid policy. Page 17 has the details of this. And this is a funny old thing. Actually, I'll save this. Let's finish all the headlines and then we'll talk about it. Yanni celebrates Fire Festival after 17-year break. It's also on the front page. And on the back of the Daily Graphic this morning, Water Aid demands WASH programs in parties' manifestos. And NGO rescues 84 girls from child marriage. Let's have a glimpse at the center spread this morning in the Daily Graphic. And these are the stories. Ghana will deepen ties with other countries for mutual benefits. That's the president speaking. And he has done a lot of this during his tenure. Lots of traveling. Lack of motivation, political interference affecting police service. And that's Kofi Boakye, who I believe delivered the keynote address at the Ghana Bar Association conference. Right, that's the Daily Graphic. Daily Guide next, and here's a banner headline: EC to cut voting time. Again, picture of EC boss Jean Mensah. Nana receives 5 envoys. Details on page 6. Serial robbers and rapists busted. And there's a picture on the front page of the suspects, another thing that we keep doing, and I wonder why. Minister encourages women entrepreneurs, and this minister is the Deputy Housing Minister, who happens to be my Member of Parliament, Barbara Asher AEC. Back page of the Daily Guide this morning.
That'll be Cape Coast.
Say that again?
That'll be Cape Coast what?
Cape Coast
North.
RMU tennis shines in Asogli Festival. UG gives AG GFH gold medalist heroes treat. Abbreviations galore. Goalkeeper dies at team hotel. Jarzinho Pleta is the goalkeeper here. Goalkeeper for Curacao. Okay, fans attack player house after penalty miss, and we talked about this yesterday. And that's it for me.
And Sierra Leone. Okay, let's quickly just go through. The Gold Street business has on the front page, benchmark import values, straight levy up for review. Beside it, we have Ivory Coast, Ghana, cocoa price plan, get EU backing. Plan aims to ease farmer poverty and deforestation. Quite interesting. We have in the down there, we have e-commerce protocol to be incorporated in AFTA agreement. On the back page of the Gold Street business, FB and Bank rolls out corporate advertisement campaign, and CBG, that should be the Consolidated Bank Ghana MD, tout Bank Strong Foundation. Number of business stories in there. Let's go to the Daily Statesman newspaper. Has on the front page, I'm better than Eric Opoku. Seem to be a fight between who, speculatively, will be chosen as the vice presidential candidate of John Dramani Mahama in the 2020 contest. And we have Esiedun Ketia, and sandwich between Esiedun Ketia and Eric Opoku is the former First Lady Lodina Mahama. Up there, the DS interview of Owusu Efriye Akoto on PFJ, that will be planting for food and jobs, and 300,000 BEC holders get school placement. Quite interesting. Yeah, they will be fitted somewhere. Usually that's what happens. On the back page, Tyson Fury and Otuwalin, British fighter on his path to true happiness. Is it Otuwalin or Otuwalin? I don't know. I haven't encountered the name before. Let me look at the last one. The last one. Which one? Which one? Okay. The Ghanaian publisher says 2020 elections voting to end at 4 p.m. And Kufuor's reaffirmation of anti-corruption status also getting front page headline. No.
All right, let's do the final three of the newspapers. The Finder is what I will start with. Front page of the Finder, free SHS placement frustrations. Disgruntled parents, students besiege secretariat. So this is like our yearly ritual, right? So there are some people who have been placed in places where they did not choose. The schools are day schools. They come from very far and they have to find places to live. Yeah. That issue is back. There are those who have been placed who want to change. There are those who have not been placed at all. So different issues. I passed through WAEC, was it 2 days ago, and I saw lots of people there as well.
WAEC?
Yeah, WAEC. Yeah.
There was one I encountered on one of the pages I'm on yesterday. It says the ward had apparently been substituted to be a male instead of a female, and so had been placed in a school, ultimately a male school.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, so such issues. And the complaints here in the story is that parents and guardians are waiting for hours. Some go in the morning and you still find them around 2 p.m. And GS obviously been busy, so the paper has not been able to get the other angle to the story. So they're just sharing issues that parents and students have been sharing with them in the paper. But in all, 275,966 candidates from private senior high schools have been cleared. And then 92,404 candidates from public junior high schools came from private junior high schools from a total of 16,926 junior high schools. So a breakdown of how the placement has been done and all the issues. In the meantime, though, Form 3 students are in school. Form 1 Green Track reopens school on September 15, according to the calendar. Gold Track reopens school on November 12. Now the issue is some of the students who are having issues have been placed on the Green Track. School reopens on the 15th, which means they have to solve all the issues so that they can go to school in time. So yeah, let's still concentrate on the front page of the Finder. More headlines. President encourages pitch winners to create jobs. 22 Ghanaians deported from Saudi Arabia. Melcom at 30, 60 lucky customers receive cars and motorbikes. I never win anything. I know. Yeah. All right, let's do the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Front page of the Times. At the GJ at 70 lecture.
You're not lucky. You don't have God's grace following you.
I have God's grace. What do you mean?
I haven't won anything either.
Okay. No comment. Let's just do the headlines. The Ghanaian Times. At the GJ at 70 lecture, guard against fake news. Professor Karihari to journalists. NDC flays government for failing corruption fights. And then the banner headline, Ghana Beyond Aid Saga. Professor Quay defends precedents. But here's the interesting thing. The Netherlands High Commissioner who made the statement has come out to clarify what he said, but it looks like people are still commenting, and the words used in this story, let me share a bit of it with you. Page 15 is rather very strong. So in the second paragraph, it said, Professor Quay, no, he referred to the remarks recently made by the Netherlands ambassador to Ghana, Mr. Ron Stryker, as ill-informed, misplaced, and woefully unbefitting, and an attempt to ridicule the president's concept of Ghana beyond aid. But if you check the Today newspaper, it has the ambassador clarifying and saying that he's been taken out of context, if you like, because they support the Ghana beyond aid agenda.
Well, you know what? Even if you wanted to take his original comments at face value, Professor Quay's words would still be a bit interesting. I mean, we have the clip, right? Can we play that real quick?
Whilst we try to get that, let's go to the center spread of the paper. Veteran journalist and academic Professor Kwame Kakare has charged traditional media and mainstream journalists to uphold professionalism in their work so they can serve as a source to confirm fake news. He said although the emergence of digital technology had been beneficial to news dissemination, it had also birthed untrue reportage and character assassination on social media and other digital platforms to which the public would always need confirmation. Back page of the Times. Weeds and reptiles take over abandoned Kaswa Polyclinic. Ziopa releases 200 acres of land to tomato cultivation to feed tomato processing factory. And on that note, we want to take a listen to the Dutch ambassador.
There is nothing so killing for the business climate, and you need a good business climate to attract foreign investment, I think, than corruption. Corruption is a very bad thing. Companies suffer and will stay away if they think that they are going to be harassed by corruption in a certain country. The slogan now is, the official policy is Ghana beyond aid. Why not Ghana beyond corruption? Thank you.
Okay, so what's wrong with what the man said?
Well, I mean, before you even
why not Ghana beyond corruption?
Before you even ask that question,
we'll do it one at a time.
This is what the Daily Graphic reports on that same issue of Michael Quay's comments. It says, in the process, he took a serious swipe at the remarks recently made by the Netherlands ambassador to Ghana as ill-informed, misplaced, and woefully unbefitting a diplomat of a friendly nation for essentially attempting to ridicule unmeritoriously our president's concept of Ghana beyond aid. He went on, he said, no nation in the world industrialized without protectionist strategies. Now Africa is being asked to do so. Our president wants genuine partnership to wean us off this dilemma. Okay, let's put a lot of this in context. First of all, the Netherlands is at the moment perhaps our #1 donor because the UK has really dialed back a lot of the aid that they give us. So we are saying Ghana beyond aid. The Netherlands is saying, why not Ghana beyond corruption? We lose far more money to corruption than we gain from aid. And Professor Michael Quay says there's something wrong with that. So I think you have to ask yourself, if your leader says there's something wrong with someone who's calling for an end to corruption, what is your leader? What is your leader's priority?
And community.
Is it corruption? Okay, because
so, you know,
he seems to not like the call for corruption
and I think just to put it also in proper perspective, the ambassador was speaking at the GIR, that's the Ghana Integrity Initiative 20th anniversary events on fighting corruption. So, you know, those who are commenting without properly understanding.
Yeah, did somebody misinform? Did he watch the clip himself?
Maybe. I think people are
I'm confused.
just running around with it and not understanding exactly what he said.
At what point did the
do
man
we have a minute?
ridicule?
Okay, we don't have a minute to do my job.